Hello, and welcome to another playtest of Professional Ship Simulator. I last left off trying to move a cruise ship out of dry dock. So I'm going to try again and see how that goes. Okay.
Welcome to Stralsund. The cruise ship Northstar has been overhauled in the dry dock and is heading for the open sea today. Your task is to leave the harbour area without damaging the overhauled ship.
Okay. Let's try that. Okay. Got 30 minutes to do this. Let's start the engine. Okay. Did it turn on? Yeah. And let's first this one. Operation. I'm gonna need this, unfortunately. Left click to really? Okay. Oh, it's release and pull. Never mind. Wrong way. Okay, all good. And then release everything. I need bow thrusters and stern thrusters. And we're gonna move forward by 1%. We're gonna go slow. And strategically, I'm trying to go this way and then turn, as opposed to this way, and then turn. Probably 2%. Let's move forward. I need to clear this buoy, that's why. The buoy is a problem. And I've tried looking from the stern and from the bow, and it's very hard to see things like the buoy. I imagine on a real cruise ship, they have a lot more cameras, and they also have crew and staff watching and calling out things. So I think it's okay to just look at it this way. I don't think this is a very realistic scenario. Insert timestamp narrative. Mine is about 30 seconds. Again, on a real cruise ship, I think things would be a lot different. Like, I'd be the helmsman, perhaps. The captain would tell me where to go and this and that. Still have to know what to do, I guess, to some degree, but... Okay, let's bring it down to 1%. And we've cleared the buoy. Okay. So that's perfect. I'm gonna bring it down to 0. 0 forward movement. But we're gonna keep going to starboard. Okay, so I'm gonna do this and try to start swinging the boat. I'm gonna do 1% again. Forward movement. Okay, then do this. Can't hit the dock. I forgot to honk the horn. Oh. Late now, but oh well. I think it's this. This is okay. Okay. I'm now going to do, I think, 1% reversal. Let's go back to 1. There we go. 1% reverse. And do that. Like that. Yeah. What I'm trying to do is swing the boat around. Possible. Okay, and let's move the boat forward. Let's go 2%. Speed it up a little bit. I'm pretty sure this isn't how it's done in real life. Like reversing the props and putting on forward, back and forth. I'm pretty sure that's not how it's done. You'll burn out the engines probably. let's do this and swing the boat. Let's slow down to 1% again. There we go, swinging. And increase it to 2%. There we go. Make sure I clear this corner here. I don't want the stern to hit the dock over here. Yeah, that looks good. So back to 1%. There we go. Beautiful. So I know there are more buoys over here. There's one here. And I know there's a green one over here somewhere. I think that's the one right there. Let's go to the bridge. See if we can spot the buoy. Right there, yeah. And then there's a red, a green, and a red. So let's just swinging the boat around. There's the buoy. We're gonna clear it. There's no red buoy on this side. I can see it. There is. There is the yellow one. Oh, there's a hot air balloon thing going on there. Oh, two. Very cool. Okay, so I need to aim for here. Get the boat through. There's the buoys. Let's go to 2%. I'm gonna do this. I've cleared the two buoys. Green one is over here somewhere. Right there. And the yellow. Good. How much time do I have? 15 minutes. That's the other thing. Although I know, you know, there are timetables and stuff, I think a maneuver like this would be given to, say, someone with less experience, right, with piloting. It's safe. There are no passengers, and I think the captain would say, you know, if you need 5 extra minutes, don't worry about it. Safety first. So insert timestamp. Narrative, mine is about 15 seconds. I'm gonna speed up just a bit. This part's gonna be tricky because I can't see the buoys. It should be around here somewhere. There's one. And the other one will be around here. Oh. Ah. Is that the buoy? That's the buoy right there. One and two. Okay, let's get to 2%. Go to 3. Just add it to the right. Move to 4. All right. There's one buoy. There's the other one right there. We're gonna smack into the other one. So just clearing both buoys here. Yeah, it's a very tight squeeze to hit the buoys. Okay. Starboard one looks fine. Port side looks okay. Yeah, we're good. We did it. We did it. And again, I think in real life, you've got crew, you've got experienced crew calling out things like the buoys and, you know, distance to them, etc. This isn't real life, so. Okay, increase speed to 5%. There you go. Speed to 6%. The starboard one is making me a little nervous. %, I think. 8% is good. Alright, we're good. Okay. Okay, they're good. So now we have to focus on these two here. And we're not quite aiming for that. We're gonna throttle down. Hopefully this will be enough. We've cleared the 2 buoys there. So I can now, I have room to play. Okay, back to 5%. Doing good. Okay. How much time we got? 8 minutes. We'll make it. So, thoughts about this scenario. Overall, sometimes the other, overall, I think my thoughts about this one is that it's not very realistic. If this is a professional ship simulator, I don't think, personally, obviously I don't work in that industry, but personally I don't think cruise ship pilots and captains and helmsmen and whatever would need this simulator to practice, if you will. It doesn't feel very realistic. Plus, I'm aware that you need a lot of hours on the bridge before you can even probably touch the controls, right? So, little things like this. I think, however, I would personally enjoy more of the smaller boats and practice those things. If those were more realistic things going on, I could learn more about smaller boats. But that's just for me, right? I'm not planning to become a cruise ship helmsman or captain anytime ever. I'm not interested. But yeah, I find it very hard to imagine that this would teach someone or help them practice. So yeah. Anyway, those are my thoughts about this scenario. And I made it. I'm almost there, so yeah. Slight, because we're being pushed by the current. Okay. And we did it. Where are the buoys? I don't see the buoys. Oh, there's one. There's the other. Perfect. And let's go to 8%. Excellent.
You've successfully left the Stralsund harbor without damaging the overhauled ship. Mission accomplished.
Okay. That's it. Three tries, I think. Was it 3 or 4 tries? Alright, let's see what else is available. I don't think docking a Sassnitz with a bulk carrier is going to be realistic at all. I think this one was probably very realistic. Container ship, no. No. Not. I don't think the ferry is. Sea Trials Rescue Cruiser, maybe. But this is just driving the boat around. So let's just take a quick peek. I don't think there's anything particularly unique. The Sea Trials just driving the boat around, so piloting the boat around. Oh. Well, the layout looks different, but it's still the same assets, so oh well. That looks different. I don't know what that is. Okay, what am I supposed to do? What's happening with the engine? Yeah, we're moving. But we're not going anywhere in particular. Where are we headed? Back to Sassnitz City. One of these two areas. Let's try to go here. I feel like there's nothing challenging or difficult about doing that. So let's do that, and autopilot. Where's the autopilot screen? panel, autopilot. There you go. And let's increase. Oops. Let's go 6. And increase the engine speed to max. There you go. Okay, we're moving. So, I'm going to just stick a look around. Is that what it looks like on the inside? Rescue. At least there's some crew. That looks more interesting. What's in here? Oh. Okay. I think that's an unfinished boat. Is it? Insert timestamp, artwork / audio. I'm guessing this boat isn't quite finished. Gonna turn on some lights. Okay, exterior lights, interior lights. There you go. So yeah, very boring here. It's a very boring one.
Rugan weather report. Cloud level 7, 0. Wind speed 1, 5. Wind gusts 3, 5. Wind direction 3, 2, 0. Precipitation 0, 0. Dew point 1.2. Temperature 4.6. Low pressure system is approaching the area. Light to heavy precipitation with reduced visibility expected.
It's very relaxing, actually. I wonder what this is. Curious. Is that oh, it's a compass. Huh. Interesting. Oh, I see land in the distance. Insert timestamp boredom. I wish to clarify this though. For a playtest, I have nothing to say. I'm just waiting to get to the docks. But if we were in real life, I would just sit back and wait, because that's what this is like, and that's not boring to me. But as a playtest, it is a little uneventful. I've got nothing to say. I'm supposed to talk in playtest, but there's really nothing to say. There's no one around, no one talking to me, and no objectives either other than to get to port, which Autopilot takes care of. So, nothing to say. I like the tutorials a lot though, because at least I'm following instructions, I can give my thoughts, etc. But that's from a playtest perspective, you know. Oh, delete that. So, we're about a third of the way there. There's no time limit either. Is there timestamp? Technical issues. So, if you can't scroll here, it zooms in and out here. Just unexpected behavior. Oh, there's a cruise ship in the distance. See how close we are. Oh, we're about halfway there. Oh, we'll get there pretty soon. Okay. I'm gonna look something up while we wait. I'm gonna look it up on my phone. So what I want to know is how to enter a channel. Okay, voting. Can you enter a enter a channel from the middle? Don't know. The Cruisers Forum. Let's see what they say. Because if I'm not supposed to enter a channel from here, then I'll enter it some other way. Okay, so I don't see. It seems that you can just enter the channel any way you want. Okay. Oh, since I don't really know how this works. Would be nice to know though, but I don't. So, oops. Okay, so am I supposed to go here or here? I can go both, but I've been here multiple times. I want to try a different place. I think I'll go in here and dock. I think right here. And it seems like I can just enter the channel. I think. Guess I'll find out when I get there. So I am about a third of the way left. And I guess we'll see. There's the one I usually go to for the other scenarios, but I wanted to try something different today. Alright, the other thing I wanted to see is, I know that the open world allows us to pretty much go anywhere for 1 hour. That's it. 1 hour. And that's basically exploring wherever I want. But since, you know, there's no time limit here either. So technically I could go anywhere. And there are a lot of places to check out that would take time to get to. Maybe this big yellow circle means I'm supposed to go here instead, so maybe I should go here. Let's see if I can get in there. Yeah, because that's the big yellow circle. But technically speaking, I could go to any of these areas. I only have an hour to go to those areas, so. Stralsund, I had a cruise ship here. It's a very detailed map. Oh, what is this? Insert timestamp. Technical issues. I hit, I guess, the edge of the map, the limits of the map, and I can move the map like that. I'm pretty sure that's not the intent. Yeah. I have to say, the maps are very detailed. I mean, I don't know how detailed they are compared to actual navigation maps, but they look very detailed to me. I just don't know how to read them. So I assume I have to dock right here. Okay, I'm approaching. Sorry, I'm gonna slow down. There we go. Moving at about 20 knots, so let's slow down. So it is a busy port. Okay. What is that? It's a buoy. And I think I'm about to hit it. Uh-oh. Oops. Collision. Insert timestamp confusion. Why is there that tiny little buoy there? Is that normal? Okay, red is on my... What is going on? Insert timestamp confusion. Why is my rudder doing that? Something's not right. I feel like I really don't know what I'm doing. Insert timestamp confusion. Turning, but I feel like I can never turn properly in that little corner there. I would love to see someone do it and then I can just follow them. Okay. I do not know where I'm supposed to head to. I'm thinking right in there, like last time. But this is such a busy area. And my rudder doesn't seem to be very responsive either, and certain times that confusion. Why are there so many boats? Why does my rudder keep turning the boat to starboard? Hey, look, the rudder keeps doing that. I guess I have a broken rudder. Oh, because I have the autopilot on. That's why. Insert timestamp confusion. Sorry, insert timestamp other. I had the autopilot on, so that's why my rudder kept turning in such a strange way. Okay. Now I know. Okay, let's quickly check the map. I am supposed to head in here. So we'll go in there. Okay, where am I supposed to dock? Over here? I assume is in there, so in we go. Nope, no one to radio. I thought it would be here, bro. But nope. Okay. I have no clue what I'm doing. There doesn't appear to be any place to dock here. I don't feel like this is right. Yeah. This doesn't feel right. Let's just dock over here somewhere. That's not where the waypoint is showing. Oh dear. Okay, you know what? Let's see if we can dock here. Nope, 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 nope. I'm gonna crash. Anything weird to dock? Nope. This doesn't look right. I think maybe I'm supposed to go in here. Alright, I think I'm done. It's too confusing. The waypoint here isn't clear. So I'm not sure where to go or what to do. And there's nothing here to tell me and help me out. So insert timestamp, give up. Alright, so the only other thing to do that I think would be worthwhile is open world. If I don't care about setting up the weather, but you can pick from these boats. That's it. So really the one I've done a lot of is the pilot vessel, which has a length of 90 meters. What's that in feet? 90 feet. Okay, let's see. Meters to feet. So 19 meters is 62 feet. That's a huge boat. 62 feet is a huge boat. Your regular civilian sort of cruiser or day cruiser is usually about tops at 40 feet, 30 to 50 feet. That's 60 feet. That's a big boat. So anyway, I don't think I need to, because you're basically it's a city and you have an hour to go anywhere. Map offers. But it's really the same thing. Docking, departure, and when you're out here, it doesn't really matter so much, I think. And I don't think there's anything to see. Like, you dock, great, but you can't get off the boat, right? So this isn't that kind of a game. It doesn't feel like it. So I think I've pretty much covered this simulator. Things like using a large cargo vessel or bulk carriers or cruise ships to, or container ships to a dock or to sea trials and stuff, I don't feel like they're realistic because, I mean, this is called a professional ship simulator, and yet they don't feel like something that a professional would need or use. But in terms of, say, someone like me, I've never boated before, and I wanted to learn something. I think the tutorials, I don't know what this one is. Safe navigation coastwards. This would be excellent. Like, covers depth and sea marks, these systems, beacon navigation, sonar, echo sounders, maintain a proper lookout, how to use the map controls. I don't really think this is needed. Tugboats are very different boats, right? Request and execute a ferry test. I don't think that's needed for me anyway. On arriving vessel, rescue patrol. These are more like game type stuff to me. But these first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tutorials I would be interested in. It's a good thing you didn't buy these two, because then I'd play it in the demo and then I would never care about the game, right? But if you had more tutorials, like for me personally, as my type of player, I would like more tutorials, like docking, realistic requests for like raising a bridge, you know, those bridges you can raise and so forth. You know how to do this or that, like practical stuff. To me, that would be something I'd be interested in personally. I can't speak for everyone else, but I'm personally not interested in like how to do a ferry operation or pilot boat dropping off some guy, crew members onto a large container vessel, or putting out a fire or rescuing. I'm not interested in any of that. You know, docking at real night. This is the night I thought it would be like, but it wasn't. So yeah, little things like that. Overall, I think for smaller vessels, it's pretty realistic. But anything that's more commercial doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel real. I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't feel quite like what a professional would see or experience or need. So out of curiosity, this is not criticism, but I'm wondering, you guys as the devs, do you know how to do those professional like work, like these things? Have you done it before? Do you know how to do it? Have you talked to people who've done it? Like the cruise ship one, for example. It feels like you don't know how the bridge of a cruise ship looks like, what all the panels are, and what all the people are there to do, or shout out or call out things, right? Like, it doesn't feel like this is what they would do, you know? And I only bring that up because, again, you did say you did call your simulator a professional ship simulator. So I'm thinking commercial related, right? That was actually my original thought. This is commercial related. It's going to cost money to purchase a simulator. But now that I've done a playtest of it, I'm wondering, it doesn't feel very commercial geared, like training for commercial pilots or commercial helmsmen, right? So those are my thoughts, my closing thoughts. Other than that, I think I've covered quite a bit of the simulator. Thank you for the opportunity to playtest this. Really appreciate it, and I wish you all the best in its development.